Hey everyone, I'm already aware there's a lot of videos out there already that explain how to do this, and a lot of them involve Listerine bottles, shampoo bottles, etc. Now, although those techniques work, if they're not properly washed out multiple times and then drink fresh water out of it, there's no certainty that, if you do get that liquor on board, that when you drink it, that it won't have a minty or shampoo taste. Now, there is another technique, and this is something that people may not be familiar with, and it simply involves your standard 12-pack of carbonated drinks. So now this box is already open, but I'm going to illustrate how this works. On the end of these 12-pack refrigerator boxes, there's a seam right there. Now, if you take a razor blade or something, you can easily open that up and take the cans out, and then it's easy to reseal with glue. So in essence, it'll look just like an off-the-shelf 12-pack of drinks. Now, most cruise lines will let you bring on water, Coke, whatever you want to bring on. So walking in with a 12-pack is likely not going to raise suspicion, especially when the 12-pack's unopened, because this will be resealed. So that's fine and dandy, but how about the cans themselves? How would you take the Coke out of the can and put liquor in there instead? Well, that's pretty easy. You can do it multiple ways, but what I recommend doing is getting an ice pick or sharp object and simply popping the bottom of the can, the silver part of the can at the bottom. Just making a big enough hole where you can simply discard the carbonated beverage, and then once it's all empty, since the bottom of the can is kind of like a miniature funnel, you can pour hot water in there, and you can swish it around and keep pouring it out, and that should get rid of all of the Coke residue. Now, the good thing is that even if there was any Coke residue left over, it's going to taste like Coke. More than likely you're taking rum or something that you're probably going to mix with Coke. If you're taking vodka, you're going to mix it with Sprite or something, use Sprite cans, don't use Coke cans. So use whatever you're probably going to be mixing that liquor with anyway, and then that way, if there is residue left, it's not going to be a funky taste like a mouthwash bottle or a shampoo bottle. So this is something to be familiar with. So that's great. So you've got it cleaned out with hot water. Now, how do you reseal it? Well, to reseal it, after you pour the liquor in, you can simply get some, I would probably just recommend duct tape. Cut you out a little small square of duct tape, put it over the bottom, sit that can up, let it sit there for a while, make sure it's not going to leak. And if all's well, do however many cans that you want. Now, these, of course, a can, I think, has, 12 ounces? You have 12 fluid ounces. So you could use as many cans as you need to accommodate whatever quantity of liquor you're taking on the ship. And then once you've got them all put back in here, simply, as we discussed, line them up like they were when it was a fresh box of cans, and then reseal this with glue, and confidently walk aboard carrying your 12-pack of the carbonated beverage of your choice. And more than likely, there won't be any eyebrows raised. Now, keep in mind, this is just a theory. If anyone chooses to do this, I'm not sure what the punishment may be, and definitely, if this is something that someone does, if you're underage, you could really get in a lot of trouble, because that would be possession of alcohol underage. So if anyone attempts this, take all that into consideration. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and feel free to check out my other videos on YouTube too. Have a good one.